Hi, Islamic Dad here, making another video from the inside of my Jeep. I was in the backyard trying to see where a fox is nesting in my backyard, so I've got probably leaves and stuff all over me, but I don't know. It's fun. So I thought I'd do something similar to my check-in videos, but this isn't going to be so much about me. It is going to be about the narcissist in my life and kind of some of the strange behaviors that they've exhibited. So, with that, my ex-wife, the malignant narcissist, we separated slash divorced about 5 years ago. And as I've said repeatedly, she had a midlife crisis, and it was so drastic that the date is pretty much burned into my mind. It's September 20th. And so, at that time, basically, she went to bed one person and woke up someone completely different. And along with that, as she just immediately went into full cuckoo crazy, narcissist midlife crisis mode, she got on, Tinder, Match, Plenty of Fish, OK Cupid, probably a bunch I've never even heard of, and was just on the prowl. And so she very quickly had her first, intense, real affair within a day or two of that. And so, 20th, 21st. And, separate from that, we really don't have any contact with each other at all. As with most narcissists, she quickly, blocked me and on everything. And then, as if that wasn't enough, she's really paranoid, and she deleted all of her accounts and then created new ones, which is fine. But by chance, I am on a couple of social media platforms that she's also on, but she's unaware of that. And so I do have a little bit of visibility to some of the things that she posts on social media. So recently, it's early October now. Recently, she made a post publicly on one of her social media accounts that was celebrating the anniversary of her first affair. And she was saying how basically it was her, stepping into her new life and leaving the old, horrible life behind. And, and needless to say, I was just kind of stunned. And the thing was, is she used different language, but the message was the same. And so she was going onto social media to basically publicly celebrate the 5-year anniversary of the first affair that she had while she was married to me, and we had 2 kids. So, it's just one of those things where I've discussed this with a couple of people because it's so strange. It's hard for me to process it completely. So I'm curious, like, what other people's takes are. But the few people I've talked with are just like me. They're just stunned. They're like, who does that? Like, what type of person goes on social media and says, "Hey, good news, everybody. It's the 5-year anniversary of when I destroyed my family." I, I no. But again, it's just we talk about narcissists all the time, in all these different channels and, the articles and stuff like that. And I know my thing is I really kind of hyper focus on covert narcissism because that was what was so recent to me. But that said, the malignant narcissist is in a category all by themselves. They, I mean, you don't want to call them evil, but at the same time, I don't know what other word fits because they're literally they get glee from malicious acts in a way that other people don't. I mean, most people, or even if like you're say a psychopath or something like that, you hurt people on your way to the top. You hurt people on the way to reach your goal. But hurting those people, who cares? That whereas the malignant narcissist, hurting people is the goal. Seeing the pain, the chaos that you can create is supply for them. So yeah, I mean, it was just, anyways, it was so crazy. I thought I'd share that. Something I never thought I'd really see. It's my ex-wife publicly celebrating having an affair while she was married with 2 children. So, and then on the covert side, this is a little bit different. My ex-girlfriend, again, like I think I may have talked, like the whole thing dealing with her probation officers and all that type of stuff. It's draining. It's at this point, it's so pointless. Yeah, I'm just pretty much about a month and a half away from just throwing in the towel and just saying it's a wash. I mean, I was honestly hoping that with the probationary period and the court mandated therapy and mental health evaluation, that she would actually get help. I mean, maybe if people want to get mad at me for that, that's fine. But I was honestly hoping that she would get some help, that she would realize like more about who she is versus everyone else on the planet, and understand that the way she's living her life is ultimately self-defeating and self-destructive and etc. But at this point, it's just, I just feel like I'm shouting into the void. I don't know if she's, what messaging she's getting from her therapist. I don't know if the therapist even agrees on any of that. I mean, for all I know, the therapist could be teaching her about, I don't know, scheduling time to do laundry or something, stupid like that. But anyways, so the one part I did want to do as far as like this check-in with the narcissist is that my covert narcissist ex-girlfriend, our social circle still very much, there we go, overlaps. So even if I'm not asking to know what's going on and stuff, sometimes I hear stuff and I find out. And so one of those, which happened recently, which I thought was kind of humorous that I would share, was that she is with her new guy. And again, I don't know. I can bet the house that he was definitely a plan B while we were together. But how far along? I don't think it was that far along, because when I ended the relationship, it really caught her off guard. So, but anyways, so they're together, and the funny thing is, and this is a part that just, the English language needs more words. So with narcissists, we have people that are enablers, which I would put as kind of like this weird middle zone where they try to say, oh, I'm neutral. I'm not going to take sides, meaning I'm not going to stop you from doing bad things. Hence, you can't beat it. And if you say you're neutral, no, you're actually an enabler. Whereas the flying monkey, is just basically like a fan. I mean, they will cheer on the narcissist no matter what. They don't even question or have any thoughts on their own. Pretty close. Same thing as supporters. They're just like, nope, I'm on their side. I'm on the side of the narcissist in a discussion. So within the social circle and these friends that we know mutually, and also some that are more on even on her side, are what would probably fall into the the enabler side of things, where they would say like, oh, I'm neutral, I don't take sides, blah blah blah. Okay, so thank you for following me along here. I'm gonna get to the punchline. The funny part is that even amongst the enablers, these are her friends, not my friends. These are her friends that are, on, in her social circle and stuff, and, going to parties, talking, chatting back and forth and stuff. So even amongst her own friends, there is a betting pool that they've created for how long her new guy will last before she basically, hand grenades the relationship, and then turns around and says, no, he's a bad guy, he's an abuser, he's crazy, why am I always getting the crazy ones and stuff like that. And so I mean, honestly, it's funny, but it also really blew my mind that, like, even her own friends see this. Like, they are very aware of who she is and what she's done for like the past 2-3 relationships, to the point where they have made this like joke betting pool around it of like, okay, how long's this relationship gonna last? Just because they've seen her, take that hand grenade and throw it down on the ground so many times that they're just like, no, she's my friend. I like her. I like hanging around her, but I know what she's like. And I know that she is going to sabotage this relationship like she's sabotaged all the ones in the past. And let's get a betting pool going. How long is it going to be? So, for what it's worth, when I was talking with, our mutual who shared this with me, I was thinking, I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't say, couldn't say it really. So I said, okay, well, if I was going to put money in the betting pool, I'd say 18 months. That seems about right. Just kind of, because it seems like as narcissists get older, they get more desperate, and their behavior becomes more erratic and kind of intense. So they go like, they become like not only like more needy, but then when they don't get what they want, they react that much stronger. So I was thinking, I think 18 months. And my friend, the mutual, said that the number one bet right now that most people are taking is 1 year, which I think is hilarious that they would have not only a betting pool about how long it's going to be before she blows up her new relationship, but that it would be that short, that it would only be 12 months. Anyways, I thought this would be a funny video to make. So hopefully this has been entertaining And if it's been helpful, that's a nice bonus too.